here at the Capitol Mouse House. I'm here with my friend and partner, DJELF7.
That's right. What's up, folks? Happy to be here.
All right, we're here at the Capitol Mouse House. I'm here with my friend and partner, DJELF7.
That's right. What's up, folks? Happy to be here at the Capitol Mouse House.
Yeah, hopefully as millions of people are going crazy with the 2024 election, this will be a center for sanity, okay? The Capitol Mouse House, as ironic as it may sound, is actually the epitome of sanity for our whole nation right now, as millions of people are going crazy because of the election.
You know, it's pretty crazy. I think that they're going to put Trump in jail. What do you think?
They did put his chief financial officer in jail, so why do you think they wouldn't put Trump in? People weren't sure that, you know, if we talk about the particular case involving Judge Arthur Engoron, there are quite a few cases. Don't blame yourself if you can't follow them all. It's pretty mind-boggling how many lawsuits were brought against Trump. But in the lawsuit involving the inflation of his real estate portfolio, where he allegedly increased the value of it to get favorable loans, in that case, his CFO went to jail, Alan Weisselberg, who's I think 77 years old, and that's just a few minutes from live1.tv, right?
You know, I think he's going to jail. Which jail do you think he's going to?
Rikers, which we refer to in New York as the Tombs. And Rikers is a genuinely dangerous jail. It is about 10 minutes away from us right here at live1.tv. And we're here at the Capitol Mouse House. The prison, which is called Rikers or the Tombs, is about 10 minutes in this direction. And right now, Trump's CFO is in jail.
Yo, you think they're going to shave his head?
I think it would be cool if he shaved his head, even if he's got a rocky head and he's got
They shave
bumps
his
on
head,
it.
put him in jail, then he becomes elected president, and then you have a bald convict Trump president. Oh my God, this is like LA, like what is it? Like what was that movie with Snake Plissken where like, you know, Escape from New York or LA? Oh my God, this is so post-apocalyptic. This is insane right here. This is wild, man. Oh my God. Maybe Trump will do time at Rikers. Oh my, this is just like, wow, like, okay.
Yeah.
This is just really, I'm really flabbergasted at this whole thing.
It is really flabbergasting.
You know, like,
But for $1 million, we can get you out of this.
For this whole time, like while you're talking about this stuff, all I'm thinking about is like Hunter Biden and like, you know, getting a job like in the Ukraine and doing blow with hookers, you know what I mean? And like leaving laptops in cars and like random like repair facilities. And I'm like, you know, why is like, you know, there's nothing really seems to really be, I mean, supposedly he's being, but you know, nothing really happened to the guy. It just seems like there's just two standards here. And it just seems like what Hunter did was just so much more serious and involved, like you said, World War stuff going on. He's visiting directly those countries, right? Yeah, and getting payoffs. And then a war breaks. Come on, this whole thing just stinks to all hell, you know?
Right. Yeah, so how do you stay optimistic? Do you ever think about not following politics? Is it really grotesque? Is politics grotesque, or is it an inspiration to see people educating themselves and changing their community and linking up with people who have similar thoughts?
Okay, well, right now the fact of the matter is that we're actually having I think it's going to be on the 9th, this Sunday. There's actually an education reform panel coming up. And to tell you the truth, Asians have a lot of love for education. But I'm going to tell you right now that despite our education in this country, right, we went after school, we've been near the top since like, you know, the past 50 years, half a century in this country. Can you name an Asian American scientist? Can you name an Asian American musician, right? And I'm not going to say it's all one way or the other, but what I am going to say is that without political, we look at the LA riots, without political power, nothing you do, achieve, or sacrifice can be accomplished or recognized or appreciated. And the fact of the matter is that without political power, right, yeah, you must have that to protect yourself. So the fact of the matter is that politics is not really an option. You know what I mean? For me, politics is actually you can see the price of not paying attention to political power and see what effect that's had on. Look at Asian Americans. We are America's cock. You look at right now, right? Can you imagine that any other race had like a ratio of like 5-to-1 interracial relationships between their men and women? I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of things that's just not appreciated for my people. Or like, when we talk about educational reform, when our people love education, why aren't we really talking to Asian Americans, right? We only talk to Asian Americans from Asia. It's because of the political weakness of my people. That's why we are America's cock. It's sorry to say. So political is just really, I see that as a solution to my huge problems.
Okay. Right. And by the way, I find you're really different than a lot of the people I've met in politics, that you're definitely connected to people on the ground up. You're not afraid to speak to people who are struggling with problems of rent or bills or some kind of interfacing relationship with government. And also that you have become aware of a lot of the criminal reforms that I believe you think should be taking place, and people who are unfairly and unjustly still in prison. And so there's not too many people, and also you're very forthright about your opinions. And you have an amazing YouTube channel which has so many videos that are connected with New Yorkers and people who are trying to do the kind of changes that you're talking about.
I appreciate that. As a minority, as a little person, as someone who's politically weak, I need coalition to get things done. So the thing is that a friend in need is a friend indeed. And the thing is that, right, people that have other things, right, people want to run to these pretty people, these rich people, right, and say, help us. I'm not saying they're all bad. But the fact of the matter is that there's a ton of other interesting things they can do with their lives. There's interesting people that want to hang out with them. They can go to cool parties, right? Yeah. But the people that I hang with, and one people that want to shout also is the disabled, right? Yeah. The wrongfully incarcerated people in public housing, people that are poor, people that are desperate, people that other people don't want to help, and we're kind of like left alone, right? Yeah. Now the thing is that out of those group, though, I have to say honestly that public housing is somewhat that, like, I do have passion for them, but they're not as strong. The wrongfully incarcerated and the disabilities group, the ones who really kind of survive fighting the system, or right, fighting the system to get what they can out of it, they're really politically stronger partners, and I can help guide other people that need help towards groups that can be more effective for them. And I love public housing to death. They're very large, 20,000 people registered Democrats in public housing alone. That could be a game changer in a lot of ways, but sadly they don't really get involved, and they get what they deserve. They say you get the government you deserve. You're damn right. I'm out here to go for everything. You know what I mean? I'm out here to fight for mine. Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and speaking of amazing things going on, you are going to be interviewing a presidential candidate tomorrow night, I believe, named Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai from Massachusetts, MIT, PhD, with 4 graduate degrees.
There's some reasons why Dr. Shiva is cool. Okay, he's like an Asian American icon, right? There's a lot of reasons why he's very highly qualified. But honestly, I'm really kind of value my time with you more. Once again, Dr. Shiva's got a lot of people pulling on him. Dr. Shiva, what has he done locally? I know you've actually done some very exciting work in terms of challenging AOC on the ballot. You're doing local stuff, man. We've already talked. We've met several times. We've already done some work together with the man, Patrick. You're someone that I see, right, already we invest in. Dr. Shiva, you did a hilarious, impression of him earlier, and you actually read his character in a way that I read in a similar way. We're gonna see what goes down, man. I'm ready to. I want to work with Shiva. But once again, I rock with the people that be with me, not the ones that they give me. So we're going to see how he turns out. I hope it works out. Honestly, he could be a huge asset. But I'm not taking as the weak one. And you know what? I'm not saying he's wrong to do it. The law of nature itself is that the weak must be persecuted. And if I'm weak, I'm sorry to say, I can't blame him. He's got more interesting parties to go to. He's got people with clout, people that have the numbers that can get him what he wants, what he's invested, what he's sacrificed for. Why is he going to help me? You know what I mean? Until I have this. So I'll tell you what my plan is on July 11th, when Trump is supposed to get sentenced. I think you said you were going to be there. I'm actually leading. My man Nolan Farrell's going to be there. One of the.
Will you be there too at the courthouse?
Oh, I'm going to be there. I'll
All
tell
right,
you who else is
all
going
right.
to be there. Nolan Farrell, one of the wrongfully incarcerated men in the nation, right? Yeah, who's actually submitted evidence to Trump. I think there's some things going on in D.C. soon, so we may have a breakthrough on that. Reverend Keith Gadsden, one of the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history. My man Ronnie Long, who was formerly on death row in New Jersey. We're going to bring all these people out, people in public housing. We're going to have a little get-together of the people that have been left behind, Asian Americans, war victims, etc. And we're going to have our own little press conference there. And if you want to be part of it, anybody who's in my coalition doesn't get left behind, I swear to God. But we're going to say, look, all this information was brought to not only the Democrats, who basically screwed us. They're the reason why we're suffering, straight up and down. Okay? And we took this stuff to the Republicans, and they have not helped us with anything yet. I swear to God, if we're going to say it right there, until July 11th to do something about this, you Republicans. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Chef G and the frickin' Trump. Do you know who Chef G is?
Who's that?
Yo, look him up. He's some drill rapper. You know what I mean? Like, yo, the dude is like.
Oh yeah.
The dude has not really. I'm not saying that
He was at the rally 2 weeks ago.
Like, look, yo, there's other people like, Cozy, like, DVS, like, there's a whole bunch of other like MAGA rappers out there, right? Like, I forgot their names. There's some big guy, like, they've been doing MAG content for the longest. There's guys who showed up for the love of it and was doing stuff in the parking lot or whatever, right? Yeah,
right.
Performing out there. I've seen that guy too. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think you're dope. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. But instead of having one of these loyal MAGA rappers on, he had this Chef G on. Chef G never really gave a shit about. Come on, man. Yo, like. I guess, you know what I mean? I still, like, Biden looked like he's asleep. Like, it's so bad. Like, I guess, like, I could see why Trump is better, but I just wish that he would take better care of his people. So, I'm not saying that, right? Yeah, and he could get embraced, but you gotta bring this up with you, man. Once again, I'm rocking with the people that's been with yourself, right? Yeah, if Trump offered me a spot and he says, yo, F this guy, Ian, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna get. Do I look like I'm excited? Like, oh man, get the. Yo, something here's funky, man. Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? All right, maybe we should renegotiate this. Yeah, I mean, like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Yo, you watch The Apprentice. You know what I mean? You play them against each other. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying. That's the game, bro. Like, don't be mad at it. You know what I mean? I'm not taking it personal, but no one of my cool is here to be on. We're gonna show up on July 11th, the whole crew. We're bringing all the people, disabled people too, that they already agreed to come out. And we're going to have a little press conference and say both the Democrats and the Republicans, we have all the evidence logs of us emailing them for help for over a year. Where are you at? And I dare RFK and Jill Stein to open your freaking mouth, or Cornel West. We also approached, I'm the New York State People's Party coordinator. I've asked Cornel West directly for help with Reverend Keith Gadsden and Nolan Farrell, and Reverend Keith Gadsden, one of the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history. We'll also ask for help with public housing. A whole 20,000 registered Democrats, right? There's 180 developments. There's one of the first public housing tenant association presidents, Carmen Quinones, running for state assembly. Where's the help for her down ballot campaign? Nothing about the poor community, right? It's just serving, unfortunately, the Palestinian movement. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just saying it right there, as a Korean American, it's controlled by these millionaire socialists out here. It's disgusting, yeah? These people here, they've never been war victims, but they're keeping Korean Americans, about war victim like me and my perspective, from being talked about. Why? And because I'm poor, because I'm a war victim, and because Jill Stein gets to run her mouth and Cornel West gets to run his mouth about Palestine? How are you a victim of war, man? What's your perspective? Yeah, you're a celebrity, but you just another celebrity with the rest of them. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. I'm telling you, the Palestine movement is controlled. That's why they're talking about it. And that's why don't they talk about Palestine and Korea on the same timeline? So go ahead, leave us behind. Yeah, Namibia is coming with me. You met him too, right, Juhepa? Yeah? The victims of the Second Reich, they say never forget. They forgot the victims of the Second Reich because they're African. And guess what? Namibia is with me. Yeah? And Notre Tool, this goes out to you. Cagney, this goes out to you, and all the Korean American associations that's out here in New York City that can't acknowledge me straight up because they've been given directions by the donors, Brian Becker, PSL, People's Forum, all you scumbags, Medea Benjamin. I'm calling all y'all out. Yeah? Right here, right now. You guys are scum. And I have all the evidence. That you guys can't talk to me, fine, go ahead. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm making progress, and it's all being documented. I throw the middle fingers up, but I don't want to screen cut down. I'm telling you, and if you want to join this coalition, hit me up right now, DJELF7 at DJELF7.com. We're going to have a very powerful coalition. Once again, public housing. I have tenant association presidents from all over the city working with me right now. You can see it on my channel right now. Yeah, Carmen Quinones, Carmen Hernandez, Washington Avenue Council. I could say Melanie Ocello from, I got so many names right here. Are you kidding me? Right, Don, from Red Hook Services, right? Yeah. Yo, how many different housing projects I could call out right now, and the tenant association presidents. I'm bringing them all with me, and I'm bringing out wrongfully incarcerated, some of the longest in not only New York State history, people from death row, people from New Jersey. I'm bringing people from disabilities, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation after black people. Yeah, go ahead. Keep ignoring me because I'm Korean American. I'll bring my whole coalition down. We're gonna whoop your asses. So go cry for Trump, but you're not crying for us. We're gonna see if you with us or you not.
All right, we're wrapping up the show here. Make sure you check out DJ Elf's YouTube channel and also his interview tomorrow night with U.S. presidential candidate Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai, one of the most interesting candidates ever. Number one, there's a controversy if he even can run because he is a naturalized citizen. He wasn't born here. And there's also a controversy whether he really is the inventor of email or not. But he has ideas you've never heard of before, and it's going to be a fantastic interview. Looking forward to it. All right, over and out from the Capitol Mouse House.
All right, let's go.